Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, wife, mama of 4, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. So today, I'm just gonna let y'all know, the Airbnb bus, it's real. Let's get into it. I'm gonna be talking to you about this Airbnb bus. Yes, and yes. I've been seeing a decline on reservations. And I'm gonna let you know what's going on in my little situation right now. So medium-term rentals is the new wave, right? When short-term rentals got very popular a few years ago, that's what everyone's doing. Now everyone feels like it's oversaturated. But at the end of the day, it's not about just getting a property, furnishing it and listing it. Your property you need to now stand out from the crowd, okay? My house does that very well. Now, you need to make sure your hospitality game is up there, your customer service, communication. When a guest message, you need to make sure you're responding, getting back to them, making sure they're happy. Because at the end of the day, they're leaving their problems or issues and they're coming. When I travel, I'm trying to have the best experience. I book at the best hotels or resorts. I'm booking the most expensive room with the best views because I want that A1 service for this short amount of time that I'm here before I come back to my reality, okay? So that's why I'm trying to give that same experience to the people that come to my house. So basically, you need to stand out from the crowd. You do that with professional pictures. You do that by, communicating with your guests, maybe giving them things for free. I don't drink, so I'm not about to sit here and be popping bottles for my guests, but I do give them snacks for free, bottles of water, soda is in the fridge. So yeah, do stuff like that just to make the experience a little bit better. And we're gonna talk about medium-term rentals. So there's a website called Furnished Finder that I listed my property on about a month ago. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think it was like the first week of February. We are now first week of March, and I don't really think my house is listed yet, but it's been booked. But the reason that is because you have to go through, you have to list your property. First off, you pay $100 for 1 year to be listed on their platform. So that's the biggest difference from posting it on Airbnb or VRBO, where you don't pay anything. They basically just make a percentage off of each booking you get. Now with Furnished Finder, you pay $100 for a year, or I think it's like a little bit under $200 for 2 years. So it's like $180, something like that for 2 years. They give you a discount. I only booked it for 1 year, but you make your money back with your first booking, because on Furnished Finder, the minimum week reservation is like 13 weeks. So at minimum, anyone who's coming to your house is going to be there for 3 months. Now with this is a little bit different because you're setting a price for the month. You are actually, there's people that's going to send you inquiries that are interested in your house, and then you're actually making like a lease. So it's a medium-term rental. So it's not a short-term rental where I don't have to do a lease, but with a medium-term rental, you do have to do a lease. And Furnished Finder doesn't get paid on each booking. So it's a little bit more passive. And I feel like I'm experiencing this now because I actually have a tenant that checked into my property February 8th on Airbnb, and they've been there since then. Today is March 11th. Now they initially made a reservation for 2 weeks. Then they kept extending it. She'll extend it for a week. She'll extend it for 2 weeks. Now with Airbnb, I'm not dealing with any squatter situation, is because she has to make that payment before it even extends. So sometimes she'll extend, I'll approve it, and then I'll see it says awaiting payment. So her checkout date is say she wanted to extend it to April 1st, but she was supposed to check out March 5th. Her checkout date stays at March 5th, but it says awaiting payment as a status. When she makes the payment, then it actually goes to April 2nd. So she's working in the area. She said she's there with her family, and they have like a service dog in there. And I'm making a lot of money off of her because she never even asked for a discount. She never told me that this was her intention. I mean, I guess she didn't know she was going to stay that long, but she said, yeah, the current whatever job she's doing, they extended her contract through the end of April. So she was like, I'm currently looking, because when she kept extending it, I asked her, I was like, you keep extending it? And she was like, yeah, they extended my contract through the end of April, so I'm looking for month-to-month leases. Do you know any month-to-month leases? First of all, she has a service dog, and then she has like a regular pet. So of course I didn't charge her for the service dog, and I think it's like 4 of them or 5 of them. But I'm like, you're not gonna find any furnished properties that's gonna take you month to month. So of course that's good for me because I'm making bank. So I feel like for the first month, I probably made like 5. So far for that one guest, I think I made $8 grand because she just extended it again. I'm recording on my phone, so I can't really look. Oh, my laptop's right here. So let's get into these numbers. Yeah, but basically that's how Furnished Finder work. I think it's a good idea. And the thing is, like, even if you have a short-term rental, post your property on both Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, and Furnished Finder. Furnished Finder, you're gonna have to pay up front, but you're gonna be working with traveling professionals. So as I'm doing my research, I learned that like one bedrooms are really popular. So people who have smaller homes, you know, like when families are traveling, they're looking for places where there's more, you know, beds for heads. There's like 3-bedroom apartments and stuff like that. But for Furnished Finder, like I found this professor, he's gonna be going to Princeton University to teach, and my house is about a 10-minute drive from Princeton University, and he's looking for a place. And I don't remember how much he's looking to pay, but those are the kind of people that's looking to come. And then another thing with the traveling nurses, I'm next to like 2 or 3 major medical centers. One is like in Princeton, one is in like Trenton, I think. As I was doing the research, it was a little bit more fresh in my head, but basically all these traveling nurses coming to these towns, they need some place to stay, and a place like mine's like they would love, right? So I did post it on there, but when I got to the verification, I had a freeze on my credit. So that means like you can't check my credit unless I like approve it or something. So I had to call TransUnion to remove the freeze so that Furnished Finder could then go ahead and actually verify my identity. So that was the hold up with that, and I've just been so busy with my other properties. But that's the status of that. They verify your identity, they make sure you're a real person. They're also verifying the identities of the people coming in, but it's your responsibility to, you know, work up a lease. So I would meet with a lawyer, make sure the lease and everything. I already had a lease that I built up from just tuning in with so many other real estate investors. So I already have a lease, and I got my lease from reading the book about investing in rental properties by Brandon Turner. So I'm gonna put that book up right here, or I'll put a link of the book in Amazon below so that this way you can, you know, get that book. So that's where I actually wrote up my lease when I wanted to just be, you know, like a landlord. So I have a really good lease that I wrote up there. But yeah, you'll just make a lease for these people, you communicate with them, so you go through different people and then you select some people. So that's good for the slow months. I feel like we're slowly getting out of the slow months, and I probably won't, I don't even know if I'm gonna get an opportunity to use Furnished Finder, because I was thinking about it back in January. I listed for first week of February, and then all this has been going on. So I haven't really even been able to use the platform, because I kind of have a medium-term rental right now, but she's paying short-term rental prices. So let me pull up how much she's been making. That's definitely something you guys should look into, especially during the slow months. So anytime we get closer to January, post it up on all sites and see, you know, what bites. Now with my duplex that I have now with my partner, one is a 1-bedroom and one is a 3-bedroom, right? So the 3-bedroom is a pink unit. That's gonna be a lot of traffic in there. We're gonna have people there during the days doing hourly photo shoots, and then we're gonna have the overnight guests come in the evenings. So I'm thinking that 1-bedroom, instead of also putting that on Airbnb, maybe we should make that a short-term rental. Now the difference is, with a short-term rental, you're more hands-on. The guest is always asking you for stuff, With a long-term rent, but you're making the most money. With the long-term rental, you have someone on there, they're in your house for a 1-year lease, 2-year lease. They're probably not bothering you as much, but you're making the least amount of money. With the medium-term rental, it's in between. They're there for like 3 months, 6 months. They're probably not bothering you as much either. They're not gonna expect me to have toilet tissue worth of 6 months. They're gonna be caring for the home. I don't have to have a cleaner go in there. So there's differences, right? I'm not gonna be as hands-on as I am with the short-term rental, but I'm probably gonna be making more money. I'm definitely gonna be making more money than I would if it was just a long-term rental. So those are the pros and cons. And honestly, as I scale up my portfolio, like I plan on investing properties closer to my home where I live here in Bergen County, I think I'm gonna go the medium-term rental route, because at the end of the day, as you gain more and more properties, I'm not trying to be here. I still wanna be a little bit hands-on in my business. So that's something that I need to work on, you know, delegating and hiring a virtual assistant to help me with that stuff. But it's a good way to just diversify the portfolio. You don't want to have a portfolio with just short-term rentals. So it's good to have some long-term rentals, some short-term rentals, and some medium-term rentals. So Furnished Finder is where I listed my property. I have to say the customer service is like, I've been asking, like once I fix that situation with the verification, I will call them. I wouldn't get a call back. It took them like a week or 2 weeks to actually get back to me. So customer service on their end is, I don't think is the best. They're not on top of things like Airbnb is. So I did notice that. But Airbnb does make more money off of us hosts, I guess. So that's where I am with it. So for the duplex, you know, I have that 1 bedroom, 1 bath downstairs. That's probably gonna house about 4 people with the king size bed. And then I'm probably gonna have a pull-out sofa. And then you gotta think about, don't think that, okay, I could probably get a pull-out sofa and then I could bring a rollaway bed in there and it could sleep 5 people, because you still only have 1 bathroom. So always think about how many bathroom ratio to how many people. Now with the 3 bedroom upstairs, I'm probably gonna have maybe it can accommodate 6 to 8 people, because there's 2 full bathrooms there. So it could definitely do 6 to 8 people with some rollaway beds and the beds itself. Now what I'm thinking is, the game plan is to make that 1 bedroom unit downstairs on Furnished Finder. Have someone a little bit more there that's going to be there for 3 months. That way that cost is going to be a little bit higher than what I would get on a regular long-term rental, which is my realtor told me for like regular long-term rental in that block, I could probably make around $1,200 a month. Now with Airbnb, I know I could make maybe around, if I list it for $100 a night, because it's going to be really nice and it can accommodate 4 people and it's close to downtown Trenton and trains and stuff like that. Even if I'm rented it out for 20 nights, that's $2,000, you know, 20 nights out of the year. Now I was doing my comps on AirDNA and looking at other 1 bedroom Airbnbs in the area. For some reason, 1 bedroom properties or studio Airbnbs are booked out months in advance. Think about it. It's like someone's traveling alone. They're looking for somewhere to go, but somewhere where they can make a meal with a full kitchen and warm up their food. You go to a motel, there's no, you know, there's no microwave or anything like that, and it's safer, and you have like a whole house to yourself. You can take a bath. So these 1 bedrooms, people, you know, during the slow months, I see they listed for like $90. I mean, it's like $70, $60. High months, it goes up for as 89. But I feel like the way our 1 bedroom is and how spacious it is, you could probably list for like $99 and just test that out. So for 20 days, because you don't want to account for the whole 30 days just in case that doesn't happen, that's $2,000. That covers our $1,800 mortgage. And, you know, we're still going to have like a light bill and water bill, but it's going to cover the mortgage, you know, the majority of our expenses. And then the majority of our cash flow will come from that pink unit that's going to be doing our photo shoots and our overnight stays. So I'm thinking maybe we should make downstairs, we're going to test it out on both units, like I said, and we're going to see what happens. And I'm always going to come back and follow up with you guys. But I'm thinking maybe downstairs 1 bedroom could be a medium-term rental, have people there longer stays, 3 months, 6 months, working professionals, traveling nurses, professors, and just see how it goes. It's going to be on both platforms, so it doesn't hurt. I already have, now with each listing, I have to make each property I have to make a new listing, so I have to pay another $100 to have that downstairs unit on there. But I definitely think this is the new wave. A lot of people that come to my Airbnb are coming to town to work on like Six Flags, or they're contractors coming to work on different projects, big projects. Maybe they're paving the street and they're bringing a team of people. I have so many people that rents my Airbnb that's like a team of people in town working. So having a medium-term rental is probably something that's going to be a little bit less expensive for them, and that they can come with their team or whoever to work on that. So that's definitely the new wave. Look into it. I think the $100 is definitely worth it for a year just to try it out. I haven't really hosted anyone yet, because I have someone currently in my house that intends on staying. She's booked through April 2nd, but she's intending on staying through the end of April. So my house has been occupied with the same person for February. And honestly, I'm kind of loving it. She leaves me alone. She knows when the trash days are. She takes the trash out Mondays and Thursdays. The only thing is, I did tell her when she last extended it, I told her that I need to have my cleaning people come in there to just change the linens and clean. And she's like, no, I can assure you we've been keeping the house clean. Lady, you got 2 dogs in my house and like 5 people. I'm gonna need to have someone go in here and put some eyes on my property, make sure it's not like some crazy shit, okay? I need to make sure my house is still intact, it's not burnt down. So I'm gonna have the cleaning people go there. I'll pay them out of pocket. She only paid 1 cleaning fee, and that's fine. Like I don't mind paying the cleaning people out of pocket. But let me tell you how much I made off of this one reservation. That's like a medium-term rental. So her name is Jacqueline, booked from February 13th to April 2nd, y'all. So 6 guests, 1 infant, 1 pet, right? So far her reservation's for 48 nights, and she paid me $8,154.79 for 48 nights. Guys, isn't that crazy? She's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She checked in February 13th, and she just keeps extending it. But total, she paid Airbnb $10,571.19. So I was actually considering, maybe since she had to stay an additional month, to do like a 1 month lease with her, and she pays me up front. And this way she can still pay me what I'm charging, but it'll avoid those crazy expenses with Airbnb. Because look, she paid $10,571, but I only get $8,154 of that. So for her to save on those $2,400 expenses that she's paying to Airbnb, she could pay me the exact same amount that I would get for my monthly stays, but it would be saving her more money. But the more I thought about that, I was like, Airbnb is there to protect us. So say like right now she can't stay, she has to pay ahead of staying. You get what I'm saying? So if I take $4,000 and have her stay in my property for the month of April, what happens when on the Airbnb platform they have her that she checked out already, but she didn't, and now she decides to stay May and June, but now she doesn't pay me. She's no longer on the platform, so there's no way for me to get her out. I had a 1 month lease with her. It now turns into a squatter situation where now, okay, this was a tenant. You had her sign a lease or whatever, but now she's staying for 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Like, God forbid, what does that turn into? So I was like, you know what? Nope. I thought about it. And as I thought about it more, I was like, nope, we're just going to keep her on this Airbnb platform, because I really don't have all the tools in place for that. I don't have a website where guests can actually go ahead and book off of the platform. And that's something that I'm going to be working on, because you should be retaining those guests, sending them out discounts, to have to come back and book with you. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so I just wanted to go over some of those expenses with you. 48 night room fee, and I do actually give, I think I give like a 5% discount weekly fee, and then I give like a 10% monthly fee. She's bringing me so much business where the most of these dates probably would have been vacant with this Airbnb busting. She's godsend. She's literally helping me fund my other renovations that I'm going through. So I'm very happy about this. But yeah, I'm gonna have my cleaning team actually go to the house next weekend to clean the house, change the linens, and just give me some scoop on what my house is looking like. Okay, I'm a little overprotective. Okay, but yeah, that's what's been going on. I recommend medium-term rentals. This Airbnb busting is a thing, for people like me who come here on this platform and we telling you guys to do it, is creating a lot of competition, and that's fine. You just got to make sure you're better than the rest, and that's it. Drops mic. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Give me some video ideas in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.